say that it feels right.
What's up, guys? What's happening? Welcome back to another video. Each year for the past decade, we've been seeing hitters hit more and more home runs in the MLB. That's a stat that everyone would notice if you would watch the sport. But here's a stat that not a lot of people have noticed. For the past 3 years, we've been seeing a decrease in intentional walks. Now the big question is, why? Well, before we get into it, if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. Also, if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, make sure to smash that like button. And yeah, let's hop into it. If you watched baseball in the 1950s, there would be a 0.4% chance that you would see an MLB pitcher intentionally walk a hitter in a baseball game. Nowadays, there's under a 0.2% chance. That's a huge difference. And a great example for that are the Houston Astros. Take a guess of how many people they've intentionally walked this year. The answer is a grand total of 0. That's right. 0. They have not intentionally walked a batter since August 17th of 2018. That's nearly a year, you guys. That's absolutely crazy. Now, you guys must be saying, they've got a pretty good pitching staff out there. That is correct. But let's take the Baltimore Orioles. They do not have a great pitching staff. And they have intentionally walked 3 hitters in 2019. Not a big difference. That's still absolutely nothing. The league leaders as a team in that category are the Miami Marlins with 32 intentional walks. And here's why I think we're seeing such a decrease in that category. In the past, there were maybe 2 or 3 hitters in a lineup that would be considered as super scary, who can knock it out of the park at any time. But nowadays, with the ball just flying everywhere, no matter where you are in the lineup, in the American League, it's from 1 to 9. In the National League, it's from 1 to 8. Literally anyone in the lineup can knock it out. And there are so many examples. The Rockies, the Dodgers, the Red Sox, the Yankees. I mean, that's just 4 teams, but there are so many more. So if you intentionally walk one guy, especially in the American League, that's key. If you intentionally walk one guy, the guy on deck is probably going to have the same chance of knocking it out of the park. Now, here's where it's different in the National League. Since the pitcher hits, that's an advantage for the opposing team. Because if the 8th guy comes up, for example, with runners at first and second, he's got a better chance of knocking them in than the pitcher on deck. And that's where you may see an intentional walk. And that's why you don't see many NL teams up there in the list, because they probably use that technique and use it as an advantage. Now, of course, if there's a pitcher up there like Madison Bumgarner, Max Scherzer, you might not do that. But most pitchers struggle to hit, and that's why there's more likely of a chance that if the pitcher's in trouble, you'd see that. I'm not saying that's the case every time, but of course, most times that could be the case. But I really think that the home runs are really killing the intentional walks. And especially, I'm not a huge fan. I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this new intentional walk. It's been going on for a couple of years now. I personally am a fan of the older one where the pitcher actually has to toss 4 balls, because we've seen some pretty crazy things happen. We've seen wild pitches. We've seen hitters nearly knock it out of the park because the pitcher did not do a good job. It was a lot more entertaining. I found those intentional walks a lot more fun. But I don't think the new thing even makes a difference. I really think it's the home runs. It's just killing it, and it's kind of a sad thing. That's something that's part of baseball. You want to see it there still. But I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do you guys want the intentional walk to stay? Do you guys like the intentional walk? Tell me. I want to know. Also, if you guys are new, subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you all next time.